Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and today we have so much action with the Meganium team on single type cap. Not only we're gonna use Meganium, but also at the back we're gonna pair it up with Red Steel, so we're looking at a pretty safe backline that can threat a lot with those deadly charge attacks. Vigoroth here comes in, and to be honest, this is kinda good for us because this is the synergy that we are aiming for. You need to go aggressively in there with your safe switch Meganium, draw that fighter out so that Hypno then can return into the battle, finish it off, and just destroy down the opponent. So this opponent though has two of those fighters. One is gonna be the Vigoroth, one is the Machamp. So right here we're just gonna keep pressuring with those confusion users, and of course now that only the Red Steel is left, we're just gonna be able to dominate against this Machamp. First though, we need to pressure a lot, and as it seems we can go ahead and pressure even for a double Thunder Punch. So here comes the Focus Blast, just gonna block it. Even though we're on Shadow, we're just gonna take the same amount of damage since Lock-ons always deal only 1 damage, and now we can reach to another Thunder Punch to threat that second shield, and of course our own Reds now can go in pretty easily, secure the victory since not only we can tank a move, we got the shield and they need only the Lock-on farm to go down. This opponent though wants to go till the end, but as it seems this will make no difference at all, and of course we're gonna farm down with the Lock-ons. Rozo will be our next opponent with the Umbreon up on the lead, the most horrible lead that you can get, okay, and we're meeting up a Hypno on the switch, which is also not that great, so able to get to those Frenzy plants, want to deal about 50% on that Hypno, and of course we have to respect the damage here from potential Ice Punch or the Shadow Ball. It ends up being just a Psychic though, which is crazy, also more damage than a Shadow Ball because this move is stab on Hypno, and we can still keep going with those Frenzy plants, to be honest. So 2 shields are down from this opponent. You know what though, I cannot let my Meganium go down yet because I have to flip around that very bad lead that I'm having against this Umbreon. So by knowing that, I'm just gonna reach to my Frenzy plant, and of course I have one more to destroy them down before they farm me with that Umbreon. First though, they're gonna go ahead and switch out to an arguably weird switch with the Clefable here, and to be honest I can survive whatever they throw at this point and still keep going with those moves. Able to complete the farm down on that Clefable, just gonna press immediately my Thunder Punch, and they have also pressed their own move, so they're kinda energy dry at this point with the Umbreon. We can go on with the Red Steel, and as soon as they see the Reds, yeah, they will back out because a simple Focus Blast might just do the trick, and this battle is gonna take a while to unfold, so definitely a top left for my opponent. Another Umbreon, this time on the switch though, up against my Red Steel. They are switch locked in here, and we can still keep pressure with that Focus Blast. So we're looking at a pretty solid battle, to be honest. I like this one for my Red Steel. However, Umbreon is so bulky and so spammy that can still make this battle like a very close one. Not gonna press immediately my Focus Blast. I want to overfarm to a point I have a Zap Cannon, but then I see that amazing damage output that Umbreon is gonna do here, and even if I get to the debuff and the Zap Cannon, well, if they shield they can still finish me off if they want to, so no reason to get there. Another Focus Blast from my part. Let's see if that is gonna be fatal for the Umbreon. They want to double shield, which is absolutely awesome for me because now we can let it go through, go down to the Umbreon, and of course completely farm down the remaining energy with Meganium. Most trainers will not have an answer for your Meganium. Fire types are not gonna be that common, and even if they throw a Mach or a Ninetales, you still have that Earthquake. So here comes now the return of the Ninetales into the battle, but in one shot they are gonna be out of the way as soon as possible, and now they have a Cofagrigus at the back. You know what, this is looking pretty promising for us because now Hypno with a Hypnotize, we can go pretty rough up against them with that Thunder Punch, and yeah, this is gonna secure our amazing victory for this battle. Hypno from a leader into a closer. Another Ninetales. This time, is this a Shadow? I'm seeing my Shadow Flames, but I cannot see theirs. I think it is not a Shadow. So anyways, here comes the Weather Ball. Yeah, no Shadow at all, and we can still pressure for that extra overfarm and the Thunder Punch. At this point I'm carrying Thunder Punch only because I have seen a lot of water types around. I've seen a lot of Politoeds, a lot of Blastoises, so yeah, there's that. I think that Thunder Punch is gonna give you coverage against Ninetales as well, because both Ice Punch and Fire Punch are gonna be resisted, and of course it is a cheaper way to get to your charge attack other than going for a Focus Blast or a Shadow Ball. So that's why I like Thunder Punch for the current meta and state of single type cap on my Hypno. Shadow Hypno of course is gonna be withdrawn here, and we're having a weird battle against this Umbreon, which is gonna take a while to unfold, but once again we can pressure for that Focus Blast. Also I believe that Red Steel can win those CMPs, which is a really nice plus. We're down on Seals, they return to the battle with the Ninetales, down they go from the Lock-ons. This is crazy. Hypno goes in, and to be honest I made a mistake over here. Perhaps I should have gotten to my shield, but then it hit me. Perhaps they have something like a close combat and I can absolutely get destroyed down. So what I want to do here is to predict the Night Slash. We can do it, no boost from their side, and now we have to rely on the complete farm down. As it seems they want to fish for the boost. This is not gonna happen. Luck is not on their side, definitely not on ours, but still not on theirs, so I'm just gonna take it, and of course Meganium will complete the farm down with those fast attacks. Into the next one now with a Politoed up on the lead. So Politoed is one of those Pokemons that are the reason I'm getting Thunder Punch on my Hypno, and as it seems here I'm getting two more than a Thunder Punch. They're gonna switch out to the Vigoroth, trying to catch one move from my Hypno, but this is not gonna happen. Meganium can go in, tank those moves with ease, and still gonna be able to pressure for the Frenzy Plant. I know we're gonna lose the CMP, but it doesn't matter. I was gonna throw right at the CMP point only because I do not want them to farm some extra, and right here they might farm a little bit more, but it is not that much of a big deal. Anyway, Thunder Punch here will not knock out, but the second will definitely do. So let's see how this opponent will want to play this, because Vigoroth is out of the way, they have the shield disadvantage, and now Politoed is gonna be our final opponent. So I'm just gonna take this move. Let's see what is gonna be. Just a Weather Ball. Okay, if that was gonna be something like, I don't know, an Earthquake, things could be fatal already for our team. Anyways, Focus Blast to grab that final shield out of them. So it all depends, as it seems, to what they have at the back. I'm just gonna go straight for the Focus Blast, I believe, but first I have to respect the damage from those Weather Balls. So as soon as I get to the Focus Blast, they're gonna bring into play Aromatize, and this is looking pretty horrible. So we have to go ahead and keep pressuring for the Zap Cannon before they reach the move. We can do it, trainers. This is gonna be it for the Aromatize, and of course Politoed will return for the final time into this battle. Can they farm us down before we do? This is a race to the farm down. They are gonna win. What a crazy battle, super close for both of us, but they emerged victorious, so well played to my opponent. Into the next one now, and we're having kind of a weird lead against this double, and I'm saying weird because a payback is always a scenario here. I'm just gonna predict the first move. It ends up being just a body slam, and right after I'm expecting only body slams, so I'm just gonna let that go through. Immediately pressing here my Shadow Ball because I'm seeing the switch out to their Hypno. Perhaps they thought they caught a move, but first as it seems they are gonna shield, and now I can switch out to my Registeel. Of course I want to go for that extra confusion, and now I have for sure 100 Punch ready to go on my Hypno, just in case something weird happens towards the finale of this battle. So able to get now to another move for my opponent. It is gonna be the Shadow Ball, so we are gonna go down. No, we can survive, impressively so. Zap Cannon now will definitely seal the deal against this Hypno, and Double will return. We still got two shields, and of course we can go ahead and pressure for the Thunder Punch. They are not gonna block, but still they are getting super low, which means that we can easily tank one move at least and then complete the farm down. There is gonna be at the back though the Grand Bull, so at this point I have to reach the double Frenzy Plant as soon as possible before they reach to their move. Can we do it, trainers? Yes we can, before a crunch is imminent, and now we can definitely finish off this Grand Bull. Double returns, but at this current HP they cannot be a threat to my shield and my Meganium, so we're just gonna grab this victory. Heading into the final one, trainers, and we're having a weird lead against this Granbull, because Granbull might be classy, but also its offensive stats are gonna be kinda crazy in combination with charms, so we have to be extra careful. Of course we have at the back a Pokemon like Registeel, which can kinda wall it down, but of course a close combat can always be a scenario for the Granbull. Anyways, enough about this one, because we just finished off this Vigoroth, and perhaps they thought they could farm down right on time, but this is not the issue at all. Meganium with a big Nuke on the Grand Bull, at the back the Umbreon, and now we have the upper hand against this opponent. Let's get that sweet victory, trainers, because Red Steel can absolutely seal the deal against the Umbreon. Of course, this opponent will want to go till the end, I believe, or not. Just gonna go with the Zap Cannon, the attack fell, and of course this is gonna be it to end this video. Thank you for watching, trainers, and for staying till the end. That is gonna be for today, all for today, and just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, and of course subscribe to my channel if you are new to my content. With that said, I have 2 videos for you to check out, so feel free to do so, and I will see you all into the next one.